Hi dear students, welcome to Department of Chemistry, KTHM College, Nasik. So student, in our previous lecture, we discussed the hydrosphere and the criteria for purity of water, means the quality criteria. pH and PE are the important criteria for the quality of water. Now today in this lecture, we will discuss about the microbially mediated aquatic reactions. So our today's task is microbially mediated aquatic reaction. Microbially mediated aquatic reactions. So student, a large number of redox reaction taking place in water bodies are mediated by microorganism, means they are catalyzed by microorganism. They will act as a carrier for the various chemical transformation. The first important thing is the algae. Algae present in aquatic bodies creates a biomass and therefore they act as an producer. So the algae produces biomass and hence they are primary producer, you can say. They are primary producers. In fact, algae absorb the sunlight and they store it in the form of a carbohydrate. So the solar energy is stored in the form of chemical energy. They absorb sunlight and convert it into carbohydrate. It means stored in the form of carbohydrate. So in short, you can say that they convert solar energy into the chemical energy. And this chemical energy, which is stored in the form of carbohydrate, is utilized for their metabolic activities in absence of sunlight. This chemical energy stored in the form of carbohydrates is used for metabolic activities. Metabolic activities in absence of sunlight. And therefore, algae are also known as solar fuel cell. Hence, they serve as an aquatic solar fuel cell. Aquatic solar fuel cells. So mind well about it. The algae are known as aquatic solar fuel cell because they convert the solar energy into the chemical energy which is stored in the form of carbohydrate, and these carbohydrates are further used for their metabolic activities in absence of sunlight. Alternatively, this carbohydrate is also used as a source of energy for higher organisms. The carbohydrate are also used as source of energy for higher organisms. It was an account about the algae, which acts as a solar fuel cell. Secondly, the fungi and bacteria, which is present in the water body. The fungi and bacteria decomposes a chemical component into the simple chemical component. Decomposes complex chemical compound into simple chemical compound and releases energy. And this released energy is used for their growth and metabolic activities. This energy used for their growth and metabolic activities. Along with that, the number of chemical phenomenon takes place in water bodies, which is mediated by microorganisms, and these chemical reactions becomes a part of various elemental cycles. For example, carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, phosphorus cycle, in this way. Suppose if we think a certain oxidation reactions, for example, oxidation reactions taking place in our water bodies. We are talking about the few examples. How the microbially mediated aquatic reaction becomes an important part of the various elemental cycle. जैसे कि हमें कार्बन साइकिल के बारे में मालूम है, नाइट्रोजन साइकिल के बारे में मालूम है. So the first example is related to the oxidation reaction. Suppose CH2O reacts with H2O, it gives a corresponding CO2 plus 4H plus 4 electron. Now this is an oxidation reaction. It is the part of the carbon cycle. Carbon cycle, part of the carbon cycle. Second is when HS minus reacts with the water, 4H2O molecule, it gives a corresponding SO4 minus 9H plus. It gives SO4 minus plus 9H plus, and along with that 8 electrons released. So this is about sulfur cycle. So this oxidation reaction becomes a part of sulfur cycle. The third reaction is ammonium ion, NH4 plus ion. When reacted with water, it gives a corresponding NO3 minus plus 10H plus. Along with that, 8 electrons released. So this is about the nitrogen cycle. it was the example of oxidation reaction. In the same way, many more reduction reactions are there, which becomes a part of various elemental cycle. Suppose O2, reduction of O2. Obviously, reduction is nothing but the addition of H plus, or you can say the electronation, addition of electron. It gives a twice of H2O. It becomes a part of oxygen cycle. Second example is the NO3 NO3 minus reacted with H plus and electron. It gives half of N2 plus thrice of H2O. This is the part of nitrogen cycle. And third one is, if you took an example of CO2 plus 8H plus 8 electron, it gives a corresponding CH4 and H2O. Now this is the part of carbon cycle. So in this way, various microbially mediated aquatic reaction becomes a part of various elemental cycles. So you note all these data by screenshot. We will proceed towards the next part, nitrogen transformation by bacteria. Now the nitrogen transformation by bacteria. Nitrogen transformation. By bacteria. So the atmospheric nitrogen exists in a various oxidation states. In a various nitrogen species, nitrogen exists in 5 different oxidation states. For example, the En2 oxidation state of nitrogen is 0. In NH3, it is a -3. In NH3, it is an -3 oxidation state. In N2O, in N2O, it is a +1. In NO2 minus, it is a +3. In NO2 minus, it is a +3. And NO3 minus, it is a +5. NO3 minus, it is a +5. So these are the 5 possible oxidation states of nitrogen atom. In fact, the transformation of these nitrogens from one species to another species, means from one oxidation state to another oxidation states, involve 4 different steps. The first step is the nitrogen fixation. First step is the nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation is carried out by Rhizobium bacteria, which is present in the nodulus of leguminous plant. Nitrogen fixation is carried out by Rhizobium bacteria. Rhizobium bacteria. Present in nodules of leguminous plant. leguminous plant convert nitrogen in a atmosphere into the organic nitrogen. Means atmospheric nitrogen to organic nitrogen. Organic nitrogen means having an oxidation state -3. The reaction is a simple one. Organic matter, aldehyde group we will consider over here. N2 atmospheric nitrogen, thrice H2O plus 4H plus, and it gives thrice CO2 4NH plus. So it was the first step, nitrogen fixation, which is carried out by Rhizobium bacteria. It converts the atmospheric nitrogen into organic nitrogen. The second one is the nitrification. Nitrification. The process of oxidation of organic nitrogen. The process of oxidation of organic nitrogen into the nitrate means NO3 minus, oxidation state is a 5. Organic nitrogen into the nitrate means organic nitrogen into the nitrate is carried out in a nitrification. It is brought about by the bacteria, Nitrosomonas and Azobacter. Nitrosomonas and Azobacter converts the organic nitrogen into the corresponding nitrate. So first of all, organic nitrogen reacts with oxygen. It gives NO2 minus plus H2O plus H. It is carried out by Nitrosomonas. It is carried out by Nitrosomonas. And in second step, this NO2 minus again reacts with oxygen in presence of Azobacter. And it gives the corresponding nitrate. It was the second step. Now the third step is the nitrate reduction. Third one. Nitrate reduction. It is also one of the reduction reaction. So it is a microbial process in which nitrates are reduced to lower oxidation state. They are reduced to lower oxidation states. So half of NO3 minus means nitrate with corresponding organic matter, you can say over here. And we got a corresponding low oxidation state nitrogen. This is an organic matter. This is our nitrate. So this conversion takes place over here. And the last one is the denitrification. Denitrification, fourth one. Denitrification. Denitrification, it is one of the special case of reduction. It is special case of reduction of a nitrate, in which nitrate is converted into the corresponding atmospheric nitrogen. Converted to atmospheric nitrogen. The chemical reaction will be in this way. NO3 minus means the nitrate reacted with corresponding organic matter in presence of H plus. To give the corresponding atmospheric nitrogen. So in this reaction, nitrate is reduced to atmospheric nitrogen. Here nitrates are reduced to lower oxidation states, and in this case the organic nitrogen is converted into the nitrate, and in the first case the organic matter is converted into, the atmospheric nitrogen is converted into the organic nitrogen is converted into the atmospheric nitrogen is converted into the organic nitrogen. So it was an account about the nitrogen transformation. So you just take a screenshot. Now the iron and manganese bacteria. Iron and manganese bacteria. Iron and manganese bacteria. So student, just as like our previous discussion about the microbially mediated aquatic reactions, there are many more microbially mediated reactions in which iron and manganese involved. So these are the important microbially mediated aquatic reactions, and these reactions brought about the sedimentation and mineral deposit. So these are important microbially mediated reactions responsible for sediments and mineral deposits. The first one is iron bacteria and second is manganese bacteria. So the two important reasons. Some bacteria utilizes iron components to derive the energy and various metabolic activities. So the some bacteria utilize air component for their metabolic activities. The bacteria serves as a catalyst for the oxidation of the bacteria serves as a catalyst for the oxidation of iron second to iron third using oxygen, because this oxidation takes place in presence of oxygen. So this bacteria catalyzes the oxidation of iron second to iron third in presence of oxygen. The reaction will be in this way: Fe2 plus H plus in presence of oxygen, it gives Fe3 plus H2O, twice H2O. So this is the conversion of Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus in presence of oxygen, and this transformation is carried out by certain bacteria. Now some iron bacteria, more especially Gallionella, some iron bacteria, especially Gallionella, secretes hydrated Fe2O3. We call it as an hydrated iron, that is Fe2O3. Some bacteria secretes a hydrated Fe2O3. Example is Gallionella in the form of Fe2O3, thrice H2O, or twice of FeOH thrice. The bacterial cell grows to form a tox. To form a tox containing hydrated iron third. Containing hydrated iron third. The bacterial cell grows to form a tox containing hydrated iron third. This tox is also known as the strands. This talk is also known as strands. The diagram can be drawn in this way. Suppose this is our cell, bacterial cell we called, and it will grows to form a talk, or we call it as a strands, hydrated strands. Suppose these are the strands. This is individual. Hydrated strand. All these are the talks containing hydrated Fe third. So this strands contains hydrated iron, hydrated Fe3 in the form of Fe2O3 thrice H2O or FeOH thrice. So the another class is the manganese bacteria. Second class is the manganese bacteria. Just like we discussed about the cyanobacteria, our one example was the Gallionella, which secrete the hydrated iron third. It means overall conversion of iron second to iron third. So they secrete the iron third in the form of talks. Now the next class is the manganese bacteria. These manganese bacteria involves in ocean manganese cycle. It involves in manganese cycle in ocean. Actually, the bacteria obtained from the nodules. The bacteria obtained from nodules of manganese catalyzes or enzymatically catalyzes oxidation and reduction. The enzymatically catalyzes oxidation as well as reduction. These oxidation and reductions, which is catalyzed by manganese bacteria from the nodules, can be carried out by other cations present in the ocean, such as Ca2 plus ion, Mg2 plus ion, etc. etc. In short, I would like to tell you that the manganese bacteria are present in nodules, occur on the ocean floor. These manganese bacteria enzymatically catalyzes the oxidation and reduction reaction, and therefore it is also one of the important class of the microbially mediated aquatic reactions. So student, in this way, in this lecture we will stop here. In our next lecture, we will talk about the water pollution. Thank you.